crucial for us. And also, she has suggested a way out of it, and seeking international support from the community. There is a 5-point proposal, both for the short term and long term. There was a huge appreciation to Bangladesh, especially to the Honorable Prime Minister. As you know, that when Europe was in 2015 facing the same problem, about 1 million people sort of attempted to walk across a European border. You know what happened. Even some of the countries of Europe who are part of the European Union and have been party to the 1951 convention brought tanks to the border to stop people coming in. Eventually, they could not, but most of them ended up in Germany and Sweden. Although some of the others have taken few cases. But in our case, it was not the landscape wasn't huge. There was not 27 countries that we're talking about. It was a part of Bangladesh in Cox's Bazar. People were coming through, still coming actually. Yesterday there was about 10,000. There are 41 kilometers that the Myanmar military has allowed them to leave the country because of atrocities that have been committed there. You must have seen that houses have been burnt, villages have been destroyed, people have been looted and asked to go to Bangladesh. Surprisingly, despite the Myanmar government's claim, people are still coming in. I just called some of our colleagues before coming here. As of this morning, they're still walking in. There are stories which I will not narrate. Our position is very clear, that the problem has been created in Myanmar and solution has to be found in Myanmar. We can certainly help Myanmar government in solving this problem, but the solution cannot be their stay in Bangladesh. Bangladesh wants that they should go back as soon as possible. About a couple of days back, there was a senior minister who visited Bangladesh, and they have shown an initial interest and indication that they are ready to take back their own residents. Modalities are being worked out. We have given them a written proposal of how they could take them back. They have suggested that they will come back. A working group has been set up. It yet to finalize this TOR and the rest of it. But that's the detail. I will not go into that unless there are questions. But it's not only Bangladesh. I think the whole region is facing huge difficulties. Bangladesh, I think after 71, we haven't faced such a huge problem. The whole nation, the government is seized with it. Prime Minister has been in that area. She was touched, moved to see people suffering due to atrocities that were committed across the border. She, as always, been very far-sighted and a very humanitarian leader, has asked the government to mobilize resources to give them shelter and take care of their need till the time they can go back to safety and security in their own country. So that's where I think I'll end, and if there are questions, I'll be very happy to answer.
So as you have rightly pointed out that more than an issue of displacement, it is also an issue of national security. So in a way, do you think are you agreeing with India's position as well that they are a national threat? They can pose a security threat.
I mean, any population movement, anywhere in the world is a threat, is a factor which can destabilize. The recent example is Europe, but there are other examples. in Central Asia and Latin America and other places, whenever there was a conflict, wherever people wanted to move across the border in a very irregular and forceful manner, that creates a situation which has ingredients of becoming a security issue. Not that always it becomes, depends on as to how we manage it. So far, I think the government of Bangladesh under the leadership of Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina, we have been able to contain that. It continued to remain population movement. It hasn't moved into a security area, and we will try and do that. This is one thing that we have discussed with the Indian National Security Advisor and the Foreign Secretary, and all of us agreed that we should always keep in mind, but at the same time, it is a humanitarian crisis where people's suffering and concern comes and gets the priority.